Welcome to the Moving Works property market review for April. Spring is normally a time where the property market sees more properties and more sales, but April's figures are perhaps a little bit like the weather. It's been a little bit less bright than to be expected. The figures generally compare quite well against last year, but momentum from March and a busy start to 2024 has slowed a little bit across most metrics. What is clear to see is the amount of choice for buyers is now at the highest level for quite some time. I predict approximately 8 years. The 1,682 properties on the market is marginally higher than last month, but remarkably almost 60% higher than when I started looking at these stats back in December 2022. This has led to the most price reductions we've seen since October last year, and as a percentage, 12% is a fairly significant number. This highlights the increased choice buyers now have and the importance, once again, of pricing your property to encourage buyers. I've said to a lot of clients recently, the days when can we just try it a little bit higher than you've suggested, those days, unfortunately, have gone. New listings were strong when compared to other months in the last 6 months, but a small 5% drop versus March. Perhaps March was a bit of an anomaly, as the 422 listings last month was more than every other month in 2023. Sales agreed was also unfortunately down. 250 represents an 18% drop compared to March, and only 50% of all properties currently for sale. April's figures show that if you are wanting to move house, you have to do a number of things to get your property sold, just due to the amount of competing properties that are currently available for buyers. My advice is to get prepared, both for property with all those small jobs that you put off and your paperwork. Get legally prepared before you move. You need to choose an established professional estate agent who gives you not only the best advice, not necessarily the highest price or the lowest fee. You need to ensure that your pricing is super sensible and will entice buyers in this current market. And finally, once you are on the market, ensure that you have a viewing strategy. And with so many properties on the market, it's never been more important to ignore what we call interest-only offers. Your property should be remaining on the market until you get an offer from somebody who is in a position to proceed. They could buy that house today, effectively. If you need any advice about preparing to move, or if you're on the market and struggling to get any interest just due to all the competition, please don't hesitate to get in touch.